Greetings from Noshil Tarsus in the name of the Almighty. As you can see, I'm having a little bit of a respiratory problem. No doubt due to the chemtrails. I'm pretty sure the chemtrails have a significant part to do in this, for reasons that I will not elaborate upon right now. But I wanted to tell you a few things. I've probably said this before in some of the other videos. I uploaded a video now about a shooting of a chemtrail plane by Croatians. I thought that was pretty interesting. I got a kick out of that. The Croatians shot down one of the chemtrail planes. Anyway, so basically what they're doing is they are using biological warfare and synthetic warfare against the population of the United States. And you see all these airplanes all over the place just spraying away. And if you're sensitive like me, you notice right away that it has an adverse effect upon you. Now, various times I have mentioned certain things that I experienced in the occult because as a child, my mom was involved in mediumship. She was a medium. And look that up if you don't know what it is. Today they give it a fancy name like channeling because they're trying to welcome the demonic forces into the earth. The government obviously is in cahoots with these demonic forces. Now they're calling themselves aliens because that's how they're going to that's how they're going to introduce themselves. They have the ability to download their consciousness into physical bodies, robots, that kind of thing, humans. But getting back to chemtrails, okay. So as a child, I remember attending seances. In one particular seance, the people became possessed. There was a group of people, I would say about like maybe 5 people. They were possessed. They were talking in different languages and whatnot. So, languages that they're not even aware of. And they had no recollection of having been possessed once they came to. But in one of these particular seances, I noted that there was a force field emanating from the center of the room. I remember that when I lifted my head above a certain point, I could not hear their thoughts in my mind. It was a psychic hearing. But when I lowered my head below the surface of the force field, I could hear the thoughts of everyone in the room. So demons can hear your thoughts. I just want you to know that. So you're going to have to get creative with your thoughts, right? Because they can hear your thoughts. And what happened was that I've been aware for some time that the government is probably listening into people's thoughts. That's why they're talking about pre-crime and all that. They're getting this technology from the demons, the aliens. Unfortunately, the vast population is just brain dead because they're participating in evil, you see. They are serving the system. And in so doing, they become blind to it. They don't understand that they are serving a system that wants to kill them as it wants to kill us all. They've been feeding off the population through health care and whatnot for a very long time because medication is poison. It's guaranteed poison. The worst kind, right? And especially psychiatric meds. Anyway, so with that in mind, the projection of the force field. Some time ago, I attended a Hebrew Roots praise assembly. We were praising the Creator and so on. And it felt good. at some point there was a prayer request, and I volunteered, and I said, I have a prayer request, and everyone put their hands on me. And we did this to everybody, different prayers. And so all these people were praying over me, you know. And what I'm trying to suggest here is that there is a power in the prayer of the righteous people that can override the demonic. Because after I left, shortly thereafter, I began to cough something up. And I knew right away it was not normal because I am experienced, right? So this thing was like big, right? Weird in my chest. And all of a sudden I just coughed this thing up, right? And I knew it had to do something with the praise assembly. So I moved it around with a stick, and it had bilateral symmetry. It had a cellophane kind of, silicon-like appearance, uniformly so. It was just like a piece of cellophane, but it was, soft, like rubbery, like silicon. And as I'm doing this, it's all coming to me, I'm quick, right? So I was like, oh, so now that they're having these things self-assemble in your body, right? And then the next question was, well, how does that happen? And the answer is the chemtrails. And of course, because they are transmitting signals, possibly via the phone or directly into your brain, because they probably have the brain signatures of every human on the planet by now. And this thing gets a lot crazier. And I'm a bit psychic, and so I've seen a lot of stuff. And some of the stuff I don't want to sidetrack you on because it's really out there. But let's just say when you walk into Walmart and you see all those plasma TVs, those TVs are not for watching videos and movies. Those TVs are for the demons to watch you directly through the screen, as are the desktops and the rest of it. These idiot humans that love to do evil, they look through the webcams and so on. They're going to get theirs. It's going to be horrifying. What's coming for them? Oh my goodness. Forget about just dying here. They're going to get it later. Big time. Now, so the Yeshua said that we would be given power over the dark side. So eventually, very soon I believe, as the dark side unleashes, so will the Creator. And when he does, watch out. Because the scripture says it's going to be a second Exodus. Because when the people see the power of the so-called chosen ones, they're going to want to do whatever we ask them to do, okay? But anyway, now you know. The nanotech is self-assembling. So I looked it up on Google. Sure enough, nanotech can self-assemble. Based on signals, of course. Instructions. So they're trying to kill you with the chemtrails. They've been killing the population for the longest time. And the way they do it is they were pitting different... That's why the whole thing with Hitler was divide and conquer. And the Americans are Nazis. That's what they are. Oh, they'll say, oh, we're not Nazis, it's the government. No, American citizens are evil. They are evil. I'm not going to say everybody, but they are evil. I've seen them support all of it. Now they're complaining because it's affecting their pockets. But they didn't mind the Latinos were being profiled. They didn't mind the blacks were being profiled, Their ancestors came here, they slaughtered, they raped, they did the genocide against the Indians, then they did the blacks, they invaded every country known to mankind, supported every dictator and terrorist, and even now, on the news, the false flag in Paris, they're saying that the shooter was a white guy, cleanly shaven. By the way, I'm a Latino. In case your mind controlled into thinking I'm a Muslim just because I have a beard. That's how stupid these people are. I'm either a Muslim or a Mexican, which goes to show you how effective the mind control of these idiots is. And they want to believe it because they are evil, you see. They enjoy um, participating in the mind control. And that's why when their day comes, because the government itself is or rather, let's say, the Illuminati, if you will, the elites are plotting to kill you. Of course they are. And now more than ever, you can see it. They got the Russian thing going. They got the chemtrails going. The mind control transmissions. They got the demonic realm going. It's insane, right? But there's another young man in here who tells of his experiences, and he bought a gas mask. I'm telling you, man, a mask is not a bad idea, but you're going to have to start wearing this thing like all the time because we are being fumigated like bugs, okay? So, my hand's getting weak, hold on. I'm having a bit of a breath problem too, and they really are trying to kill us, okay? I mean, I was in the medical field, and I know what the side effects are of the medications. It's just poison. But they would pit, divide and conquer. So what they did was they broke up the society into races with the hierarchy, right? So everybody who identifies with whiteness wants to be white, So then they participate in this thing, and then they distinguish themselves from the others, you see. So they keep everybody divided, right? And then and then the ones on top, the ones who are white, they think that they're in control, right? That everything's going fine, and they're participating in the system, and they're taking the meds, and the whole time, right, they're being slaughtered by the man who's betraying them in their own kind, the Anglo-Germanic. Rest assured, behind all of this is the Anglo-Germanic, because these people are Nazis. The New World Order is a Nazi thing. It's all about the Germans, it's all about the British and the American Nazi sympathizers. That's all it is. Hitler and his probably more nanotech spitting up. Hitler and his stormtroopers who were really avatars of the demonic. What people don't understand is that once you cross the dark side, you're not home anymore. Somebody else is. That's the way it works. Now these people that think they're scientists and they know better, they don't know better. I know better. That's what it is. So we're having a demonic invasion, basically. The other thing is these entities can download into different physical forms like bodies and robots, and they can even animate dolls and like witchcraft sessions and stuff. They're just trying to fool everybody with superstition. But what they really are is super technological. Beyond super technological, because they're not even physical in our sense of physical. They can just download. I've seen them. They're walking around among us. Anyway, you believe what you want to believe, because sooner or later it's going to come around to you, most of you have supported all of it. I've seen it. I'm 52 years old. I saw they were cheering. They've cheered it all on. Don't let them fool you because you're young. You're like in your 20s. They cheered it all on. I'm 52 years old. When Kennedy got shot, they looked the other way. The Iraq War, they cheered it on. Cheered it on. And they've always been perverse, But they're going to get theirs, right? And we'll see what they're not going to be cheering much longer. I guarantee you that. So anyway, now you see them. They're really trying to kill us now, right? They're doing all this stuff. The Paris false flags, the chemtrails, who knows, I mean, if you look into a video called Deconstructing the Myth of AIDS, what went on there? There's all kinds of evidence that they've planted viruses and germs, and that's all these people do. If they're not running drugs and General Ollie North is on YouTube confessing before a hearing that he distributed crack cocaine in the inner city to fund terrorists in Central or South America. So, I mean, that's just like ancient history, right? You know what I mean? But look up a video called Terror Storm from Alex Jones. I believe Alex Jones is a double agent, but that's just my belief. But the video is good anyway. Anyway, I'm out of breath from... Oh, man, But let us pray. Father, thank you for everything, and give us the strength to continue with these evil people who are in charge. May they all fall into the pit they have dug, and quickly, before our very eyes. Shalom.